What is going on, Nerd Paraders? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming to hang with me here today as we continue to play some more ARK Survival Ascended. In our last previous episode, we kind of got to work on our castle base, and we're gonna be we're doing a little bit more work on that today, but hopefully breaking the build system. Now, what I mean by that, here, let me get rid of this last death marker. Blip, go away. What I mean by that is, as I was kind of laying out some foundations, oh, by the way, how does this place look, right? Very different than it did before. I cleared out a lot of this area, just deforested it, broke the rocks, collected the resources, and I laid out quite a bit of foundations just to give myself like a starting off point. But what I mean by breaking the build system is you'll see here with like these foundations, I just started placing them and they were kind of like not stacking. The foundations don't stack, but they were like snapping to each other almost in like a stair-like pattern. So I kind of kept going with it, and I want to play with it here a little bit today. I'm going to be pulling stuff up and putting it back down to make it look nice and even, but I think I could do something creative with this, kind of like a shelving system for this little cliff to make a ramp way up for my castle, like on the hill. Down here on this plateau area, this plateau, what I'm thinking is maybe like a crafting area or some dino storage stuff, and then like the castle base up on the hill. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Now, before we jump any further into it, let me introduce myself in case you don't know. I am Nick, this is Nerd Parade, and welcome once again to the channel. Please do me a favor if you're liking the ASA content and absolutely ruin the YouTube algorithm for me. That's by liking, subscribing if you haven't done so yet, sharing this video out with friends, and commenting below. And if you've watched previous videos before, you may have seen, like, I struggled a little bit with this area. Let me fix my honeybee here real quick. I'm gonna put my ramps on here instead of my hatchet, and I'm gonna put these half walls on here, but not for long. So I was struggling a bit with this ramp because, or this area, because it was uneven, and I wanted it to be even coming up to the bridge. So I started messing around thinking of like solutions and stuff. I was like, oh, let me try some of these quarter walls. Well, you could do the quarter wall, you could do like the fence, like if you rotate between the options. But as I was placing them to like think, okay, well, that one doesn't count. As I was placing them down, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess this kind of works that we put a ceiling on top. But then if you come over here and like pick up the stairs, it just looks like butt. It just looks terrible compared to the other stuff. So we're not gonna use the quarter walls at all. I think it looks really bad. Let's make that back to stairs, and we'll put that there. So I'm just gonna kind of roll with this as just an uneven little area. What I might do is turn this like not here where we're looking for the bridge, like right here, the first tile over, into like a farm or something. I don't know. But I'm actually going to drop these off. I kept them in my hottie bee just to kind of like show that. As I was trying to think outside of the box to make that stuff look a little bit better and line up all nice and even style. But, I don't know how I feel about it. I actually do know how I feel about it. I don't like it. I don't like the way that it looks. So let's take a peek over here. And I'm gonna continue to try to break the system a bit. See what I mean? How this is like snapping? So I could get a snap up here, or I could just try to make it like stairs. I think I might go this route. I'll get another one, yeah, another snap here like that. And then that's gonna snap upwards. We'll go ahead and put it there just to give myself a bunch of like weird snap points. Can I pick this one up? Okay, that one will do that. I want to try to make this as even-ish as possible. And like I said, make a shelving system. Or a ramp-based system. Here, let's start over here and do that. Boop, boop. Now, can I snap you? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do that there. That is definitely not what we wanted, but... So the building system is way, we talked about this in earlier episodes as we were just getting like, started with the building system. But the building system is way more forgiving than it ever was in Evolved. Way more forgiving. And while in modded Evolved, you could do stacked foundations, you don't seem to be able to have that option in Ascended. Like there's no stacking of the foundations. So the building is very akin to like modded evolved building, but not quite the same. All in all, I mean, I'm relatively happy with it. There's a lot of like options to tinker around with and play with, so I'm gonna just kind of let things happen the way they happen, and if it's beautifully uneven, which is a bit of an oxymoron because I think that things are super beautiful when they are even, but if it's going to be beautifully uneven, that's okay, because this is dino pen / crafting area / whatever. Up here is going to be like the castle on the hill. So if this is kind of beautifully uneven, I'm going to continue to like use that term, not really to like describe something, but mostly just to convince myself that it's possible. Something could be beautifully uneven, he said. We're gonna build out something once we're coming up here. Excuse me, Mr. D. Mr. D low. I don't have my spear equipped. I took it off. Now we gotta stab. It's my property. Get out of here. This is a bad place to stab. Yep, I knew it. I'm gonna be damaging all my stuff. I'm gonna come back in here and repair it all. So my goal is to make something flat, is what I was saying. But I think that flatness isn't going to happen until we're all the way up here. But God, it's so uneven. But you know what? We roll with it. I made an absolute ton of foundations, which you probably saw in the storage box, and even more have been placed. Like hundreds have been placed already. So we're gonna place them. We're gonna get this area like covered off. Just no such thing as natural ground. We want stone everywhere. And breaking the build system as we go is a happy side effect. All right, see how this is like snapping up? Now this one won't do it. That's the thing that's kind of like throwing me. I would be very happy if I could like extendo snappo. I try to like elevate as much as I can as I go. I would have been very happy if I could have extendo snappoed that up. Can I descendo snappo? Yeah, I can. I can descendo snappo. Can I descendo snappo you? Yeah, we can. Okay. I'm speaking like things are like Harry Potter spells. Descendo snappo. Ascendio snappo. I think that's pretty good. I'm proud of that. I like that. Now this should go away. Perfect. That is the best thing. That right there, what you just witnessed, is the absolute best thing about building an Ascended so far. Is that the stupid stuff doesn't poke through the foundation, it goes away. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm really getting into this, if you kind of haven't noticed already. I'm really getting into this because building in ARK has always been... Can I descendo snappo? Building in ARK has always been my, like, passion. I mean, you may not know Nerd Parade for building an ARK, but it's always been one of my most favorite things to do. So let me just snap back. Gotta be beautifully uneven. So Ascended has created this like environment here for me to get very creative with all of our builds. Again, like essentially for the like first time, because it's different and new and shiny, and it doesn't Ascendo Snappo. And it gives me internet angry fingers. All right, well, if we can have this like a grand staircase of, oh, I lost my foundations on my Hottie B. How many do we have? 95, 98. Okay. Oh, now I lost the ability to place them because I went into my inventory. Let's put these back. I can keep placing as long as I got them in my invo. But once I like go in there, it requires Hottie B once more. Okay, so you won't Ascendo Snappo here. Can I pick you up and will you Ascendo Snappo? No. So we just keep snapping where we can. We're gonna go out pretty far. Okay, that one all the way back. I want as much of this, like I cleared, Barry came in pretty handy. But the entire time I was doing this with Barry, I was thinking, God, I wish I had a Bronto, because that would have made clearing this out so much easier. And even, you can see I even left like some stuff there. Like I didn't fully clear everything out. But deforesting this area with a Bronto would have been much easier. I was going through it. I picked up the wrong one. I am angry. So that's something also that I've noticed. I don't know if you guys have noticed that as well, like by building an Ascended, is when you go to pick something up, a lot of times you end up picking up the one that's like not really intended. Like I tried to pick up the one in front, not the one underneath, and I picked up the one underneath. Okay, this will not Ascendo Snappo. Will you? Ascendio Snappo, no. My magic is ineffective here. Now, will this one, since I have the point, see, it did it again. Since I have the point, oh, it did. Okay, can I extendo Snappo? How far can, no, it stops there, okay. And you should disappear-o, yep. I really need to stop talking like everything's a Harry Potter magic spell. It's just, it's not, it's fun for me, but I don't think it's it. I think it's not it. Okay, we're getting stairs here. This is kind of what oh no, I lost it. I lost the Snappo. All right, I was gonna say this is kind of what I want, but. All right, beautifully uneven. Let's Ascendio. When the option is present, this is the rule that we're gonna build by. When the option is present to Ascendio Snappo, we Ascendio Snappo. Okay, that's, I got something in my eye. That's built out pretty far. Probably far enough. Okay, we have the option, when the option is present, these are the rules that we build by now. I'm inventing them as we go. If the option is present to Ascendio, we Ascendio Snappo. You have anything for me over here? Okay, now. All right, we have built through a decent amount of our foundals. Let's try to do some more over here. On like I like that I can build, like you could never do anything like that. Oh, see that's not snapping, but I can free place. You could never do anything like this in Evolved. But Ascended, we got options. We got options, man. Okay, that's an option there. I saw a Snappo right back there. Sure. Oh, we got an Ascendio Snappo here. We're just parkouring and building. Build coring. Yeah. Breaking the build system. Oh, I ran out of foundos. Like, that doesn't look great for what it is right here, but I'm gonna try to do something with it. What I've essentially done, and hopefully you'll be able to see this as I talk about it. What I've essentially done is I've created a bunch of snap points from the foundations for walls and other things. So hopefully we might be able to make something pretty with that. But before we can get there, we have to build out all of our foundation-y goodness. Oh, I still had some in my inventory, just didn't reload it. All of our foundation-y goodness. And even if it's just like this, like just stairs to get up, I'm kind of okay with it. We'll pick up as we go. No snaps over there. If it doesn't look good. This is like the foundation episode. I could get an Ascendio there. All right. Give me a Snappo. Cool. All right, we've placed, oh, I missed some stone here. Where's my hatchet? We'll put you on 3. I don't want to have to fight any more delos. Okay, you're going on 3. And you're getting de-stonified. So we can continue building out. And I am definitely going to need to go collect more. No Ascendio? No. I'm gonna need to collect more stone for more foundies, for sure. I don't have that, what's you there? Oh no, I could Ascendio that one. I made quite a bit, but it wasn't enough. We're gonna need so much more. All said and done, I'm estimating this, like, whatever I'm putting down foundations here, all said and done is gonna be probably 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 foundations, just like putting everything down here alone, at minimum. It might even be more. I have not kept track, so at the end, we're just gonna invent a number. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, this was 27,000 foundations. Don't fact check that. I should have actually kept track. I should have kept track of how many foundations that I've made so far, and because that would have been a neat statistic, right? It's like, oh, this took me X amount of foundations to make, and I just got excited, got in the zone, and started dropping them. Okay, can we Ascendio here? This looks like something I could Ascendio, right? It did it again, man. Like, I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at you. Ascendio? No, but we could Ascendio you. I just had the thought of, I hope no one's keeping track of how many times I say Ascendio. No! Please don't crash. Oh no! ARK, why? Well, it is still ARK after all. We've recovered from our crash, just a minor rollback. I've got most of the stuff replaced, sort of, I think, to where it was before, and we have just a few foundations left over. I seem to have created like a great steps type of look here. And the more I look at this, the more I like it. So what I'm thinking that I might do is focus more of my attention over here and less of my attention on what I've done with the rocks. Like with the I'm gonna leave it here. We'll figure something out to do with it. I might just actually leave it as is. And I'm slowly coming to the realization that there is no possible way to get everything nice and OCD friendly without building mods in Ascended with just vanilla. And that's what I'm using. I like to use vanilla building, especially like on a first playthrough. And I know it's not my first playthrough in ARK, but it's my first playthrough with Ascended. And there's like things that I want to like kind of keep faithful. So what I'm building, if you guys out there are using, vanilla Ascended, we can build the same stuff, and that's one of the reasons why I like to do that. But anywho, these great steps have kind of been what we've accomplished so far, and then it can lead up to the castle-y area. So what I'm going to do now is pop some of these ramparinos on my my hottie beat once more, since we haven't done that yet after our crash and our little rollback, and start to work something out going in the direction of up. No, I don't want my crossbow. I want to hit R, not 4. Okay, we'll start here. And we'll start here. Like right here. Okay, we'll just do these two as we continue. Oh, okay, well. It's going to be beautifully uneven. Oh, no. It's just how it's going to be. And you're probably going to hear me several times in the next couple of episodes, kind of like trying to come to terms with that and reassure myself that, hey, that's okay. And nothing's ever going to be like amazingly aesthetically pleasing perfect unless we use mods. But I'll slowly come to terms with it. I promise. Once this starts to come together. So we could probably do something really cool with the like uneven spaces that we have. And that, oh, I ran out of rampos. And that kind of excites me a little bit. Like over here, for example, everything is perfectly flat, except for this one foundation here, which I tried to descendio, and I can't descendio this. I could put a ceiling tile down, sure. And I know you're probably saying that, hey, Nick, just put a ceiling tile down, dummy. And I'll show you what happens when I do that. Like, it doesn't erase the foliage. And that triggers me a little bit. So much so that I'd rather just have the foundation there, because it gives me an opportunity to do something fun and cool. What fun and cool, I have no idea. We'll figure that out at some point later when we come to it. But I need more wood, more fiber, and more thatch, which is stored here, there, and everywhere. And we're going to work on more stairs. And eventually, I will work on some form of, like, wall situation. Some form of crafting situation. I'm also thinking what I could do. Oh, okay. I mean, I have a really neat idea. It just kind of came to me. And I think I am going to do it. But I need to make sure the building mechanics will... I'm not going to spoil it for what it is. I'm going to tinker around with it. I need to make sure that the building mechanics still function similar to the way they did it in Evolved to make this build happen. Now, some of you out there who are like super familiar with Evolved may already be having like an inkling of what I am cooking up in the old noodle, but let me cook. Let my brain cook, and let me see if we can make that happen. And then I may surprise you. So you can take bets, you know, whatever you want to do, but we'll see if we can make some nerdy magic happen. Let's expando this a little bit. I really like this too. Whenever the wood meets the stone, I've always liked that. I've always liked the combination of like wood and stone. And you know what? We may do some of that. And I know you're probably asking yourself, like, Nick, when's the PvP gonna be? We're gonna build very PvE friendly in the beginning, and then PvP stuff is likely gonna happen at the end of our little playthrough here as like a fun farewell. Like, we've played the game, we've done everything, now it's time to blow stuff up. That's what we're going for. That's what I want to go for, especially in my first Ascended playthrough. So with that said, that is another bit of a clue of how we may be building this bottom part going forward. I'm not giving you a lot of clues. I know it's very cryptic and very very obtuse. I'm not giving you a lot of information, but if you're able to guess it, what can I do as a reward? If you're able to guess it, I have a theme going on for naming the dinos. It's been all food related. However, there will be one. This is what I could do. There will be one dino that I won't name food related things. That if you're able to guess it, put it in the comments, and I will name that dino your YouTube name, your YouTube screen name. I will name that dino. It'll be the only dino that's not named a food thing. So you're going to be breaking the dino theme if you're able to guess what I'm thinking about doing. I know I haven't given you a lot of clues. I've made it pretty difficult, but yeah, we'll have a fun little competition. That sounds like a fun and neat little thing. I think it's a good idea. And now, did I break? No, this stone right here is preventing me from breaking rocks, and from breaking rocks and laying ground. Now this stone is preventing me. All these little baby stones that I didn't bother clearing, coming back to haunt me. But we'll get you. We'll clear out this whole area. Yeah, and I can't Ascendio that. But that's fine. We'll this will be where we stop. Yeah, we'll build all the way. You suck. We'll build all the way to this. I can't Descendio you. Can I? No. All the way to this dead wood. And I'm out of foundies anyway. I gotta make more. Get rid of that dead wood. And we'll build a little bit further out going this way, up. Holy moly, man. We have... What did I have in reserve? It was like maybe 500 or something foundations. I don't have any more in here. Yeah, I took them all out. This can go back in, post rollback. Quarter railings, those can go in. So yeah, I think we're up to probably, let's round it up. We're probably up to about 800 or 900 foundations maybe at this point. And it doesn't seem like it would be 900. That seems like quite a lot, but it's always deceptive, right? You always end up realizing that you've placed way more than you actually have. We're gonna go bigger. One thing that will always be true, no matter what the climate, there is no such thing as overkill in the Nerd Parade vocabulary. We're gonna go big. We're gonna go bigger. And I need to get to crafting.